By now, everybody should know the term STEM, the acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. Skills that are in demand today, but are likely to be even in greater demand tomorrow. One big challenge is getting more young people to take an interest in these careers, and the answer is critically important to the future of our region as the baby boom generation edges into retirement. Well, now a company right here in our region believes it's come up and in fact is marketing globally in answer to the challenge. The company is called Robomatter Incorporated. Tim Freeze is Vice President for Project Management. Jason McKenna is Director of Educational Strategy. And Dr. Dan Castagna is Superintendent of West Mifflin School District, which is becoming a presumably satisfied customer.
That's right.
Welcome. Good to have you all here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Tim, tell me a little bit about Robomatter itself. Where did it come from and what is it exactly you guys do?
Yeah, so Robomatter was founded in 2003. It's a spin-out company from Carnegie Mellon University, from a group there called the Robotics Academy. And the goal of Robomatter is to bring technology and engineering education to the masses. So we develop cool technology and educational solutions to bring these kind of big ideas around computer science and robotics into everyone's classrooms.
And there's a lot of solutions out there these days. So, Jason, I wonder, what do you think really makes Robomatter's solution especially important and significant?
A couple things. First of all, our curriculum continuum reaches all the way down to students as young as 7 and 8 years old, all the way through high school. There's a lot of research that says that by the time students are in 3rd or 4th grade, they've already determined whether they think that they're good at science or math or technology. So being able to reach that far down with students is very important. The other thing is that we feel that empowering teachers is a very important part of any curriculum. So in order to bring the curriculum and the technology that Tim talked about to all students, you might have teachers that might not feel comfortable teaching engineering or teaching robotics or teaching computer science. So how do we train and support those teachers so they feel comfortable implementing these curriculum solutions? That's something that we take very seriously and something that we are constantly looking to develop and get better at and implement in different schools.
And there's something about a robot that seems to turn kids on to this stuff.
Yes, actually, one of the things they do really well at Robomatter is reaching out to the parents and the students and offering that support to them as well as the staff. They came on site and talked to our teachers, talked to our students, put on some displays out in some of the rooms, allowed parents and students to come in and interact with the program and the software, and the interest just grew by itself. I mean, it didn't take much of a salesman pitch on my end to get the community buy-in, so they did a great job with that. And you're right, the students just love seeing the robots move, and the fact that they have the power to do that and drive that is an opportunity we elsewise didn't have. Yeah, and you're rolling it out this fall in the district? Yes, we piloted it in some classrooms this spring to get it started, to get a feel for what we could do with it, implementing it K to 12 in the district this fall. We're excited about it, and the parents are excited, and we can't wait to get started. West Mifflin's a great school district, but there are a lot of school districts that have very few resources. Does this mean you got to have a robot in every classroom to make this program work? Yeah, so one of the things that we're focusing on is the robotics tie, which is obviously very heavy with Carnegie Mellon and our ties to our research group with the Robotics Academy. But there's also the focus around computer science. And so with both of those avenues, if you have real robots in the classroom, you could get started and have the kids be engaged. But we're also developing really cool technology that allows students to experience a virtualized kind of classroom in robotics and computer science experience. So this allows us to really lower that cost of ownership and get schools that may not have $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 to start a program, we can get them up and running at a much lower price point. It's got to make it a lot easier when you're trying to get buy-in to deploy this kind of technology. Yeah, and if you walk into like an elementary classroom, for example, that entire classroom is infused with information about numbers and letters and stories and words and things of that nature. So what we try to do with our curriculum beyond just the actual tools that are found in the curriculum, but how do we make the students themselves feel comfortable? Why is this something that I can see myself doing in the future? And also the teachers themselves, make them feel as if they were just teaching a regular math class or regular language arts class, giving them the tools that they feel that are needed. So that once again, just like you would see an elementary classroom decorated with stuff about math and language arts, we want to do the same thing with STEM. Yeah. And that's what we try to do with our curriculum. That's really cool. Obviously West Mifflin and other districts in our region using it, but how big's your market right now? How widely is this being used? Yeah, so Robomatter's been around since 2003. We've just started in the last 2 years a large kind of international growth expansion.
I would say that today in the U.S. we probably have about 1 million students per day that are engaging with our tools and our curriculum. And internationally, we're hoping by the end of 2016 to be hitting over 3 million students, specifically in territories around Southeast Asia that we have strong partnerships. We'll actually be rolling this out to over 750,000 students this year and going to over 2 million by the end of 2018.
Pretty cool, all based here in our region. Is there excitement in West Mifflin that this is coming?
Yes, tremendous amount of excitement. You know, STEM isn't a new initiative, it's been around. This is the first program really that's allowing us to take it on with all the students, so everyone's excited about it, and we're excited to be on the cutting edge of something new in the area and obviously around the globe.
All right, Dr. Dan Castagna from West Mifflin School, Tim Freeze, Jason McKenna from Robomatter. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And manufacturers are seeking to build their pipeline of skilled workers. We'll take a look at a new effort to have kids educate kids about the opportunities. Stay with us.